beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Christine. Welcome to another All Signs Tarot reading. All Signs Love Tarot reading. All Signs Love reading. And as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, channeled love messages. Love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. A reading where we're going into their feelings for you, your feelings for them, thoughts and feelings, what you might need to know, see, hear, or don't see coming. Is anyone making a move? I don't know either. Let's take a look at the energy coming in. Wow. Okay. So we're literally looking here at the present moment, coming in here with the Six of Wands, Jupiter and Leo energy. Somebody wants to get your attention. I don't know what their reasons are at this point, but there's kind of I don't know, like a lack of confidence in either what they want to say or how they're going to say it or how they can say it. Six of Wands, you know, this is the wand energy. And it's a fast energy, and six is an energy for me of healing and harmony and restoring harmony, you could say. So there's something they want to say that you want to hear. And although the wands are fast, it's presenting in reverse to me. So that's telling me that it's not that fast, that there's kind of a delay. So whether it's somebody walking up and then walking away, or rewriting a message, or figuring out exactly what to say, you know, in their head. Let's see what is going on. This is a timeless reading. You are here when you are meant to be here. It's a general tarot reading. Always take what resonates and let the rest go. All the playlists are linked in the description of today's video. Of course, you'll find the playlist for today's reading. All Signs Tarot, Love Tarot reading, Love Messages. You will also find all 12 Zodiac signs, Twin Flame readings if you're on a Twin Flame journey, so feel free to explore. Let's continue checking out the energy that is coming in. Oh, wow. Yeah, look, it's the star. So there's a lot of healing energy in this star. Quite a bit of healing energy. Aquarius and Uranus energy. It's also, well, there's clarity here, renewal. Somebody coming back in. It's like ending a cooling off kind of period. So it could be around some things that recently happened. We could be going far back. For some of you, it's here with Judgment. So it could be somebody in like really far back, or maybe the recent past, whatever is going on here. It's kind of a reversal energy as well. There is an apology that's here. Judgment, this is Archangel Gabriel. Judgment is connected to the crown chakra, where the star is also connected, by the way, I know. But the Archangel Gabriel specifically is connected to the sacral chakra, I feel, and the third eye chakra. I see the self-awareness. And it's sort of like somebody's been either in denial about something, or is just afraid of, yeah, there's like some fear around change, but there is some, I don't know if I'd call it fear around the communication. It's just around what it's about or how it's being said, exactly what's being said. Archangel Gabriel is kind of screaming out, get some clarity, make a decision, wake up already. Clarity, truth, apologetic energy. A lot of times, of course, it's Judgment telling me that something went down. You know, somebody might be in denial about something or made a bad decision. There's definitely healing energy coming in, and I feel like it feels like there's an apology that this is somebody wants to make. Maybe having trouble making. If you can see this person, It really is like holding back until maybe you're by yourself, or working up the nerve to come over and talk to you. I know not everybody can see everybody, but there's still something kind of blocking that. And whether it's literally other people, or it's just their ego, or there's just some fear around it. Because that Six of Wands in reverse is telling me that the Five of Wands is in the upright. That there's still some kind of obstacles around that. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, this is just really on point, very clear. Eight of Wands coming in with the Queen of Pentacles. This is hearing from them. It's coming in pretty fast. So it's been delayed. Mercury and Sagittarius energy. Again, the wands are quite fast. And Mercury is really strongly connected to reading and writing. I talk about that a lot here at the Tarot Closet, but it doesn't mean that it's a text message, social media, or email. It definitely could be. But as you can see, even here in today's deck that I chose for you, somebody could be jumping in a car, It's just around, like, this action that they're taking is quite fast, and what they have to say to you is going to change some things. And what I like about this is it's here with the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn and Saturn energy. And this is my protege to the Empress. There's a lot of healing energy here, a lot of Gaia energy. Making, you could say, something work that wasn't. And it's around matters of the heart, our little bunny here. And the potential, you could say, around, well, a new beginning either way. So whether it's between the two of you, or it's just hearing what it is you need to hear. And it's moving on. It doesn't really feel like that. It feels like this is a conversation or a message coming in, or a conversation that's about to happen. Somebody's definitely working on it. Thank you for watching. By the way, liking, sharing, and subscribing, it really means a lot to me. And just a little extra shout out to channel members. Thank you for joining the channel, supporting the channel. And the super thanks that have been coming through. Not mandatory at all or expected, but I'm really grateful. The last thing I just want to remind you of is, if you hear my voice, you hear my readings, tweaked or not, sped up, slow down, whatever, and it's not here at my readings, here at the Tarot Closet on my verified channel, it means somebody has taken it, and I have been taking them down. So please continue sending those emails in with channel names. The email is on the About Me page. I think you need to be on your computer. But it's also in the community tab. It's a community post that you will see there on how to reach me. So thank you again. I really appreciate it. Let's continue on. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see today. Aho. It's the Hierophant in reverse. It's the Chariot in reverse, okay? So, the communication that's here is obviously around a much bigger picture. The delay in it is also around commitment energy. The Hierophant is a card of commitments, contracts, relationships, partnerships, long-term energy, slow-moving energy. Divine Masculine energy, by the way, in Taurus. This reversal, it's sort of like, it's playing a part, I feel like, in why you haven't had what feels like a really big conversation, because it's connected to the Judgment energy too. So it can be around, it could be around something big like marriage. That's so specific, whether you were planning to, you were working toward it, whatever. And somebody had some issues with how they proceed with relationships, like not moving in before marriage, or it could be so many things. But this reversal energy, it's kind of like working those problems out. And here with the Chariot in reverse, there's a delay in that move. And that's just been really clear. So this is the bigger picture. And there's a conversation that, or messages back and forth. However, that's kind of like being worked on in the background, you could say, to be had. So we could be looking at literal moves, you know, in terms of somebody that would need to relocate. Obviously the feelings, the Chariot, the Moon, and Cancer energy. But it feels a lot like, for me, this is a lot more about commitment, which again could include some traveling type of energy. But it's more like the move toward. Again, whether it's moving in or marriage or where you already were, just taking it to another level. You generally go into the Chariot when you're getting out of the Lover's card. And that's, you know, and the thing is I kind of feel like we're in that energy now. The two of you need to have a conversation. This does feel like two people who love each other that need to have this conversation and make a decision. Because a decision hasn't been made, and I don't know what it's around, if somebody needs to move, or if it's, if there's something within that judgment that somebody's afraid to change, and it's like, okay, well, if you don't want to do this, let's, like, tell me now, let's have this long-awaited conversation. Yeah. Things kind of stopped. Here we go. This is exactly what it is. Look, so we have the Empress here. We have the Protégé here. We have the Empress here in reverse, here with the Hierophant in reverse. So it's such a strong validation for me around things, things not moving. Things haven't been moving in that direction literally. And it's here with the Hierophant in reverse around commitment. For some of you, this might be around moving in. Marriage is quite strong, but it can also be around family energy. And I want to validate, the Ten of Cups is here in the upright. I want to validate that it could even be around something around that, like blending families or something within your life with someone that you're not able to, that hasn't really been moving forward. So the Ten of Swords is here below the Eight of Wands. This feels like that kind of conversation. It can be that for some of you, you're already here, that there's been some kind of a breakup or separation between you. It's the Sun and Gemini energy. It's quite a painful energy. And it's connecting here with our Queen of Pentacles. You know, it's like wanting to work it out and a lot of healing energy. And again, the Eight of Wands, which has been really strong. So this is like a conversation that really, really, really is delayed and that needs to happen. And it feels really big. And whether it's just around somebody's fear of moving forward to get married or to expand a family or to build a family, whatever, it's a conversation that needs to happen. So two things going on. Well, a lot of things going on, but the Nine of Pentacles here in the partnership placement, it's in reverse, Virgo and Mercury energy. And it really is a validation of just like that things have stopped, you know, that there's repair work to be done, you could say. Look, it's a bird flying over into a house kind of energy. And perhaps you were at that point of moving in or the next level, things coming to fruition, Nine of Pentacles in this reverse, like something went down here and here's the Queen of Pentacles potentially putting us into the Ten of Pentacles. So either back where you were or back on track. It's all dependent on this conversation. Ten of Cups. I want to talk about it, but a message is coming in around the Empress. You know, it's timing energy, divine feminine energy, by the way. Also Taurus energy here, earth energy, around commitment and the grounding energy. It's in reverse, divine number, divine timing. So somebody has been ready for something and somebody hasn't been, or somebody's been available for it and somebody hasn't been again. And that's going to be so specific to you, what that is. Some of it is connected to, well, like I said, marriage, it's just really clear. Also emotions, perhaps somebody who's been holding some of those things back. But it can even be here in the Hierophant that it's other people in terms of family or friends that have expectations on somebody, like, you know, cultural, religious differences, or this is how things have to be. We might even be looking at somebody here who's been having like trouble balancing out their life in terms of work. It's so specific. But the Ten of Cups is right below the Chariot in reverse, you know, and that's the bigger picture energy. The delay, the issues, moving forward toward this energy. It needs to be, again, whether it's marriage, moving in, blending families, maybe even just going exclusive. There needs to be there's a conversation here that's coming up. It's not even just about needing to be, somebody's trying, like they're writing messages, or they're walking up and waiting until the coast is clear. Because if you can see them in person, it could be literally at a family event. Mars and Pisces energy, the Ten of Cups, a new cycle. So we're seeing here the Ten of Cups in the upright, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the energy that was coming in when your reading began. It's like this conversation, there's still obviously possibilities here, but it's coming to a head, kind of like you need to have this, there needs to be some communication. And again, whether it's at an actual family type of event, or maybe even something like a concert, that Six of Wands in reverse energy, you know, somewhere outside of a home, or messages around, text messages, social media, email. How do you normally communicate? Because I talk about that a lot with Mercury being so strongly connected to reading and writing. But it's also Mercury, you know, and how do you normally communicate? Can you see them? Do you normally talk on the phone? Because this could go either way here. This new cycle, look at this. On one end we have the Ten of Swords, and the other end we have the Ten of Cups. It's a make or break kind of conversation. So I want to validate if it is a family energy, you know, it's something like a wedding or barbecue, that sort of thing. The Three of Cups, Mercury and Cancer energy. But again, Mercury energy, perhaps getting kind of emotional, but coming together and communicating. This is a reunion energy. It's water, it is emotional, and again, it's Mercury. So whether it's at an actual event, or you're having a phone call, or there's some messages coming in. The Eight of Cups in reverse, somebody coming back in. Yeah, Saturn and Pisces energy, they're trying. It's definitely a long-awaited conversation about the bigger picture, which is around whatever that big next level is between you and this person. That's so incredibly specific. 3 is the most I take, and that's a lot there, but they're yours. And here we go. The King of Swords, bottom of the deck. The conversation. Gemini and Mercury energy. So there's like somebody's coming here, could also be you. But around this energy, it just feels like this is somebody who's been thinking about it for a long time. And there's a lot of strategy and intent around it. Like there's a specific reason to have this conversation. So this Eight of Cups in reverse, it's a coming back in energy. It's somebody who, kind of like it's everybody, but it's somebody who clearly wants to talk, who's been in some kind of fear around it. Exactly what that is, again, is so super specific. Whether it's moving in or talking about that, or there's other people involved, if it's really big stuff like, yeah, cultural, religious differences, long distance energy. The Four of Cups, again, it's Four of Cups, Three of Cups. King of Swords right here, by the way, connecting with the Eight of Wands. It's communication. And whether it's walking up to you, kind of waiting till the coast is clear energy at a party, barbecue, wedding, what? Or it's making that call or sending that message. You might not be expecting it. So if you can see them and you didn't think they were going to be somewhere, they might be. They might just show up, actually. But it's also around kind of being like a little bit of taken off guard with a phone call. Or, again, a text message, social media, email, whatever. Because within this Four of Cups, of course, is the Three of Cups, which is here. And, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's clear. Six of Cups, Sun and Scorpio energy. Reunion energy. So I want to validate here if this is somebody that is connected to, if you're connected somehow via friends and family, past energy has been coming through in terms of judgment, but also here in the Six of Cups, that can be the case. It can definitely be someone you've known for many, many years. Like we could be talking into childhood energy here, but that's also a feeling. But this is somebody here, look at this, King of Swords, Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups, again, in reverse, a coming back in energy, someone who's learned some lessons, who has a lot of things to say that I feel like you really want to hear. And there is a lot that is left unsaid here that needs to be said. And that much is really clear. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. Like you kind of put yourself there, you know, and I say you as in people. Actually, I think it's wanting to go here. Yeah, look at this. Eight of Swords, Jupiter and Gemini energy. It's like holding things back. Right in the middle is the Chariot in reverse. Again, the lack of the communication or even the lack of that move, whatever somebody's afraid of. And the Eight of Cups on the other end, coming, like trying to come back in here and talk about this. And I want to tell you this Eight of Cups and this Eight of Swords, that's an 88. And you know what that is for me? And I like it because it's connecting right here with the Empress. That's butterfly energy. That's a new stage. It's transformational energy. It's dark to light. And it's kind of like doing this for me to the Empress. You can see there's a monarch butterfly here. And butterflies wait until storms pass. Coast is clear is what I kept hearing, you know, in order to go out or damages their wings or worse. So they wait. There's a timing energy to that. But when they come out, it's transformational. It's dark to light. You know, it's a butterfly. So it's around this conversation. I do feel like it's, I don't know, make or break. It kind of feels that way. Yeah. Somebody here has realized they really want to tell you that you really want to hear. It's just been going on and on. The Seven of Cups is in reverse. Venus and Scorpio energy. Clarity. When the Seven of Cups is here, it's somebody with commitment issues, with too many choices. And we saw that coming in with judgment. It was quite big around some kind of fear of change. And judgment is literally around a choice. It's Archangel Gabriel screaming out, get some clarity, make a decision, wake up, what do you want? So what has been here in these cups? Because somebody's coming in here with clarity. Seven of Cups in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse. I actually like that. What is that? What is that choice around? Is it around marriage, moving in, expanding families? It's kind of big. It is big here around commitment. That much is incredibly clear. It's time. Synchronicity. Look, the clouds are forming an angel here. And the sun is kind of like all the indecision is away. clouded kind of energy, you could say, not seeing clearly or being clear. Clarity is here. This conversation is, yeah, preparing to happen, I guess you could say. And this reunion energy, whether it's at an actual event, maybe even including a reunion, or it's by way of message, it's literally time here. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Mercury, again, in Taurus energy. So here's the thing, I think it's been here. Yeah. Kind of a loss, lack of communication. Look, there's two holes in the socks. One of them is like the worst kind of hole. It's right here on the big toe. You know, needing mending, like something happening here. It's in reverse. It's somebody coming back in, like recovering what they lost. Coming here, again, look, with this healing energy, the Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So where were you in this energy? Because this conversation is make or break. It's either the Ten of Swords or the Ten of Cups. The Four of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. The Lover's card, which has been coming in throughout your entire reading. And that's been a feeling that has been constant for me, that, yeah, there is love here. You love each other. There is a decision to be made. It's a make or break conversation. King of Swords, Eight of Wands. It's time, synchronicity, whether it's in person or via message, phone call. Three of Cups, Ten of Cups. Because it hasn't happened. Eight of Swords in the upright here with the Chariot in reverse. And it's around commitment. Clearly, again, you get out of the Lover's card and you go into the Chariot, and that's been like not moving. But the bigger picture here, clearly it's working up to this conversation because it's time. The Lover's card, synchronicity. Gemini energy, Venus, the planet of love. Archangel Raphael, who just wants to heal what is broken. Connected to the heart chakra, but Archangel Raphael is connected to the heart chakra too, but also the throat chakra I speak. I love you. Can we talk? So if there's other people around, they're literally waiting for them to not be there, you know, or just kind of work their way around them. And there's been something that's gone on here that this person knows they need to address, that they've been afraid to. And it literally, again, it's around the timing energy. The coast is clear. I keep hearing that. So, or smoke is clearing. It's like clearing. So obviously clearing of the air. That camera makes me bonkers. So you didn't miss anything. What I was saying is it's around obviously clearing the air, airing things out. But what I keep hearing is like this energy of waiting for the coast to clear. And for me, that's around the coast. You could say the emotions and the fog that might be coming in, and cloudy energy, and emotions are really high still. And also that butterfly around timing, and the Empress waits for the weather to get better. They don't go out until it has. So it definitely has that energy of like something happened and there's enough time that's passed and now we need to talk about it. And we need to talk about it amongst ourselves, not around other people, or if other people have been involved, like get them out, because it's between the two of you. I love you too. There is a decision here between the two of you. Nobody else. That's what I keep hearing. The Four of Pentacles is the last tarot that I'm holding here in my hand. The Sun in Capricorn energy. And it really is like, I want this long-term energy, but we've got to work this out kind of energy. There's even a little bunny here. Matters of the heart. new beginnings, the possibility. Because what is in this Four of Pentacles, you know, could be a lot of things around somebody that was overworking or made some bad decisions in that Judgment energy around the Pentacles. So whether it's money, other relationships, what? Because I haven't let you go, I haven't let this go. I'm working this out and I want to work this out. And I'm working on having, like, coming to you to say these things to you. Really super clear. Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I want to bring in some channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. Actually, I'm going to bring these in, but I'm wanting to bring in this deck today. I've been drawn to it lately. I don't come here very often. I'm becoming a better person. I like that a lot, and that's probably why. Eight of Cups in reverse. I've learned some lessons. I've learned my lesson. Also connecting to the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I can't stop thinking about you. Here with the Lover's card. And having this conversation. You speak to me through music, so that's interesting. That's very specific. My life is not as together as it seems. I want you. Remember to take what is for you and let the rest go, because sometimes even in the love messages, you know, there's just really specific things that might not be yours. And if you feel like you're sending it, one of the messages that it's you, then it's you. I want to feel that way again. It connected right here to the Six of Cups. So I wanted to validate for you that soul connection energy, really strong soulmate, soul connection energy in the Lover's card, of course. Synchronicity, also the Six of Cups. So whether you've known each other your whole lives or it's just feeling that way, it definitely has this energy of my person energy, you know? I wish I had treated you better. So I don't know what that's around, but it's clear that there has been an apology here too. I know that I crossed a line with you. I want to win back your trust, number one here, but also recover what I lost with you. I bury myself in work to forget you and I regret lying to you. So I just want to validate that because it's been coming through for me that for some of you, it might even be around somebody that's been some of their issues with whatever's going on here in terms of the commitment that they were choosing work or putting like, oh, just this one last thing, you know, like choosing that or money over the relationship. That's real specific, but I know it's for someone because it continues to come up. And then I regret lying to you. So that's going to also be specific what that's about. And maybe that's why there's been some fear around the conversation, but this person's been kind of plotting to have this conversation. Look, to contact you. I'm building up the courage to contact you. That's exactly what this is. So incredibly clear here on the King of Swords, connecting to the Eight of Wands. Fate. So we saw the star coming in, didn't we, with Judgment? And the star is definitely connected to a fated energy like you met for a reason. Fate and destiny. Controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't. Destined energy for sure, like written in the stars kind of energy. So that's connected to me for also some realizations, you know, because maybe there's somebody here that's just afraid of all these feelings and what, you know, how big this is. And part of why we saw that Judgment, which for me was in reverse of just being afraid of that, making that next big leap, but also understanding that this is way more than what they thought, you know, somebody that just thought it was not as serious as it is. Super specific messages when they come, so just remember that. Bottom of the deck, it was my fault. So yeah, I don't know what that's about. But I think you do. I am wising up. That's the Hangman energy. And they're getting a different perspective. And it's been a period of uncertainty here for sure. When you get out of the Hangman, Pisces energy, that's around timing for me. And when you get out of there, you go into the Death card, and you get out of your ego. And 2, you make the changes that you were afraid to make. You transform here, and literally the transformational energy and the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Cups in reverse, like coming in here, having learned a lesson. My gosh, it's right, the new cycle, it's right here. And between that is I'm becoming a better person. I'm wising up. So I don't know what that's about, but somebody's saying that. They're getting out of their ego to say it, but also there's some kind of major changes going down. This is far from over, but that's also not a surprising energy to come in. Never doubt my love for you. Right here on the Lover's card. I think of you daily. I'm sorry I hurt you. I know that I crossed a line with you is right where that wants to go. I lay awake at night worrying about us. I made a bad decision. Yeah, that's connected to that Judgment energy. And somebody here is, I regret lying to you, apologizing for that. So that's going to be really specific what that's about. I miss talking to you. You're my other half. Yeah. Really very clear. The Lover's card. I'm going to put it here on synchronicity though. The soul connection is strong. Also in that 3 of Cups. Our meeting was no accident. As I say that, fate. We met for a reason. The star energy coming in, and obviously the fate energy here. So I'm going to bring in some love notes, and then we're going to close your reading. I miss you too. I miss talking to you. I miss you too. So that's definitely some telepathic energy. I made so many mistakes, but I'm wising up. I'm becoming a better person. I've learned my lesson. 8 of Cups in reverse. We have a deep soul connection. So that's been coming through really strong. 6 of Cups, Lover's card, 3 of Cups. You inspire a love in me I never knew. And I'm building up the courage to contact you. I don't want to lose you forever. I want to feel that way again. Do you still love me? Never doubt my love for you. Do you still love me? Everything reminds me of you. Really nostalgic energy that somebody's in doesn't always mean they're sitting around looking at their phone and pictures. I think a lot of that's happening, but it's also somebody who's just kind of in that energy and connecting the 6 of Cups, synchronicity, the Lovers. It's like constantly being reminded of you, like being at the store and seeing something and going, oh, they like that, or we used to do that, or hearing a song, you know, that was our song, or this person loved that song. It's that kind of energy. It's not just a moment. It's like a constant thing. I'm trying to send you a message. Yeah, you know, King of Swords, 8 of Wands. Message, phone call, show up. What is it? The last channeled love message. Message from their higher self. We were meant to meet. Fate. Also that star energy. Fated connection. Something this person is understanding. Beautiful soul. That's your reading today. It's been my honor, as always, to channel for you. Thank you for being here, watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you again for the super thanks that have been coming through, as well as joining the Tarot Closet channel membership, both of which are not expected ever, but I'm very grateful and appreciated, so thanks a lot. I'm sending you love and light. I'm hoping the best outcome for you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at another love reading soon. Until then.